Welcome to Home Studio on a Budget, and I'm Gopala Krishnan. And let me first explain why I created this course. So as you can see in this picture here, this is my home studio, or actually the studio is in my office, and this is how it looked like at the time when I took a picture and posted it onto a very popular Facebook group for Udemy instructors, which is Udemy Studio. Now, a very interesting thing happened with this post is that I wasn't expecting the amount of response that it received, but it received like over 80 likes when the time I took this screenshot, and also 60 or 70 comments. And it was obvious that a lot of people actually were trying to figure out how to create their own mini studio in their home or in their office. And so throughout, as you can see in the screenshots here, throughout this post, there were tons of comments and feedback from the group members in this Udemy Studio group, and they were asking me lots of questions like, where did I get this, where did I get that, where did I get the foam for the office, what kind of table I'm using, what kind of setup I'm using, etc. So I really understood that a lot of people, especially if you are an online educator or creating online courses, or if you have your own podcast, or even if you want to record some simple singer-songwriter kind of music, a lot of these people really struggle to get the perfect setting and the perfect design and setup for their home studio. So after this post, it got me into thinking the best way for me to share what I've learned so far is to actually create an online course where I can very quickly and also in a very structured way explain every single thing that I've done in the studio that I showed you before. Keep in mind that the room was completely empty and I had the opportunity to build it from scratch. It may not be the case for your own home studio, but anyway, throughout this course I will teach you exactly what I have done, and maybe you can pick up some of that stuff and actually implement it into your own home studio or office studio. Alright, so the most important question that you'll have now is, what is the damage? How much is this going to cost you? So I would like to say thank you to China. Lots of products, as you would know, almost perhaps 90% of the stuff they use is made in China. And everyone knows that, well, the quality is so-so, right? And yes, I understand that lots of people frown on the idea of China-made products because of poor quality and stuff like that. The quality has been increasing, even your iPhone is made in China. But the real important thing is the amount or the quantity of different products coming out from China, and especially when it comes to photography equipment, studio, video, lighting equipment. You can get stuff from China that is really cheap. So today, when you want to build your home studio, you'll be able to do it at a fraction of the cost compared to, let's say, 10 years or even 8 years ago. So you'll be spending anywhere between $200 to $1,500 US dollars. This is a wide range. I know it's not an exact amount. I can't give you an exact amount because it really depends on what you already have. So if you want to set up your studio in your home, then that will be much cheaper, of course. In my case, I could not set up at home because I live in a condo and I have very little space. Plus, I have 2 kids already by now, so I choose to set up in my office. And if you want to set it up in your office, then you'll be spending somewhere in the middle of this range between $200 to $1,500. If you set up in your home and you have a room with almost perfect conditions, you'll be spending much less. But the important thing here is that I will help you to avoid making bad investments. And I have made lots of bad investments. I mean, in the picture that I showed you, the stuff that you can see here is only the stuff that I actually am using, stuff that I bought and I end up using it. But there are lots of stuff outside the studio that I have not really used. Why? Because I've done my research, I've checked out the prices online, I bought it, it seemed like exactly what I need, but the small details are the ones that always catch you off guard, and the small details are the ones that actually make it a bad investment. So I've invested in different types of lights that are not so useful, in fact that cannot be used at all for recording video like this, and I will explain everything, even the stuff that I bought wrongly. Hopefully you can learn from my bad investment as well as my good investments.